And welcome back everyone. Welcome to the debut of the Cranky Ducklings brand new tournament, the Tenacious Turtle Tussle. I'm of course your host, Light VIP, and with me I'm joined by the lovely people in the chat and by my plushies. I'm not alone, papi. But welcome everyone, welcome to a pretty momentous occasion for us, for the Cranky Ducklings. And yeah, we have some explaining to do here. The Tenacious Turtle Tussle is upon us. The TTT, if you will. And this is a tournament designed to replace a tournament that we used to have a long time ago. Back in the beginning of time, the beginning of the COVID era of StarCraft 2020. A tournament debuted called the Battle of the Americas, and we were lucky enough to be the full-time casters for that weekly tournament. And it was a tournament designed to support the American and the Latin American scene both. And it ran for a long time, for many years. Alas, eventually it did come to an end, I want to say around the end of 2022? 2021, 2022 kind of era. I want to say 2022. And it's been a long time since we've had a tournament like that. There used to be NA Apprentice, which used to run weekly tournaments for the NA region as well. We casted that eventually ran out. And there used to be Sentimiento Latino and Copa Hyperion as well, these two Latin American based tournaments, and that's been running for years, ever since 2019, 2018, all the way up until last year. And unfortunately they are no longer a thing. Like our roots of the Cranky Ducklings, a lot of it did kind of foster in the Latin American scene and the North American scene. We did a lot to kind of host and run those events, and we gave a lot of love, gave a lot of passion. For those who don't know, our first major event that we casted was Copa America back in 2019, the very tail end of 2019. Shout out to Horace back then, who we contacted and was able to give us the English stream for that long time ago. But yeah, ever since then, we just, over time, the weekly tournaments for these regions have been slowly drying up. So this is our chance for doing what we can for the NA and LatAm region. We didn't want it to be just the same as Battle of the Americas, which is just restricted to North America and Latin America. So we opened it up to a couple of other regions instead, just to help when it comes to participation and signups, because that was an issue previously in Battle of the Americas. So this is a bi-weekly tournament designed to focus on North America, Latin America, Oceania, Southeast Asia, China, and Taiwan, Hong Kong. So it's a little bit more inclusive, but again, focused mainly on these smaller regions. And now we have our first iteration. We have our bracket, exclamation mark B in the chat if you want to have a look at the bracket. The bracket is relatively small, but full of quality players and quality games. Running down the list here, we got some amateurs, we have some amateur players, but we also have some really big heavy hitters as well. We have some heavy hitters. We have Trigger, the best player in Canada, one of the best Protoss in North America. Trigger has arrived. We have Leo Rusher, the best player in Singapore. Straight up, he is the representative for the land of Singapore. We have Master, the best Protoss in Brazil. We have Ranger, the best player in Malaysia as well. We have Nice, best player from Taiwan. We have Yanji, the Brazilian Terran player, also good friends with Master. They come hand in hand. We have Smile, and we have Eric. Let's go, Papi. Let's go. So we've got players from all around the world here. Some top players as well from their respective countries. Eric, of course, being the best Zerg player in Brazil, as akin to Master, the best Protoss. From Latin America, North America, Oceania, Southeast Asia, China as well. And it is great to see. It is great to see players coming in for this, and yeah, I guess we're kind of missing again, Vindicta was unavailable this week, same with Dolan as well, so we don't really have our American representatives, but NA, you know, Canada is covered. It's all good, it's all good. We got someone from every region of the globe. It's fine, it's fine. Oh god. And we are going to be kicking things off with our lovely series here. You can see it on the screen. A bit of a LatAm on LatAm series, a TvP between Smile and Andrezinho, even. Andre? I'm not sure. I've never cast him before. I don't know this person, but I'm ready to bear witness. The winner of this series moves on to face Eric in the next round. We're going to be here in the lower portion of the bracket. Again, exclamation mark me in the chat if you yourself want to have a look at the bracket at the Wikipedia page, at the challenge bracket, to see where we all fall and who exactly is here. Oh, and let's go. The first game is about to begin. Vámonos, papi, vámonos. This lovely Sunday morning. I totally didn't just wake up half an hour before the tournament started. Oh, let's go. And spawning in, the top right-hand corner of Royal Blood, we have the Peruvian Terran player himself. Oh, boy. Oh, God. He's telling me to check my DMs on Twitter. What did he DM me? Oh boy, he's a little bit inebriated. he's representing the land of Peru quite well, and the land of the waifus. It's the Peruvian Terran. It is Smile. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents also from the land of Bedouin. We have the Peruvian Teal Protoss. Representing himself, it is Andrezinho. Andre, that's what I'll call him. All right. I'm slipping into my DMs. Oh, what was that? Ay. So Smile was saying, mate, I'm not in game. I'm not gonna leave you alone until you check your DMs. He did indeed send me a photo of a waifu figurine that he has now, that he owns. Look, Smile has a problem. It's actually this anime character right here. That same figurine of this character. I don't know who this is. I don't know what anime they're from. I don't want to know. I'd rather be left in the dark. I'd rather be left in the dark when it comes to that. So, shaking my head. Ugh. But yeah, here we go. We are going to be getting into this. Already a bit of a cheesy opener. We have a 2 racks opener from Smile. Was spotted by Andre. It was barely spotted, so he should be aware of the double gas opener. He should be aware of the 1 base all-in coming his way. Back at him across the map. He's preparing, you know, covering his Reaper Cliff, going for his gate expand. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. His initial unit should be staying at home, not going across the map to defend. We may even see a shield battery to cover the main base, because this main is going to be under threat, because Reapers are en route. No, vámonos, vámonos. See, some people in the chat, I'm hoping for it, Eric versus Trigger finals. I'm anticipating that as well. You know, I don't want to call things too early. Anything can happen in this tournament, but I do believe that Eric and Trigger can make a great event here in the finals. We'll see if they can make it there. We'll see if anyone can stop them, because we got some big names, Papi. We got some big names here. We have Ranger. Nice is going to be a big one. That's the thing. Nice is going to be throwing a wrench into the mix here as the best player in Taiwan. Ooh, can definitely even cause a PvP finals is possible. He's another one to look at. As the Reapers are coming across the map, so far so good. Andre has been able to keep his Stalkers back at home, but the shield battery is late. Oh, it's okay. We don't need no shield battery. The Stalkers are sturdy enough, apparently, and we're going to be able to force back those Reapers off of 2 base very quickly, by the way. We're going up to 4 gateways. We have a Robo, we have a Bay as well. This is quite odd here. So, off of 2 bases, we have a 4-gate opener, but there's no Blink. There's no Blink here, there's no Twilight Council. We're going to have Pseudo Blink with a Prism. I imagine we're going to be getting a Prism after this Observer, so we can warp in across the map and be aggressive. But this Bay is so greedy. the Bay is crazy, Papi. The Bay is done. We shouldn't be getting a Prism. We should be going straight into Colossus production. Or even Disruptors. Let's go. Oh my god. Mate, we're memeing right now. So Smile is going for his own one base all-in. He's going to go for a tank drop with Sim. And I would say that Colossus would shut this down. A Colossus would annihilate all of these Marines, and there wouldn't be much left to support this tank. But because we're gambling, and because we're going for a Disruptor, this is risky. This is incredibly risky here by Andre. It's possible, don't get me wrong, if he gets the most beautiful Nova, then he will be able to defend. But he has to rely on his own micro and on his opponent's micro to not be able to dodge and avoid that Nova. Oh boy. Here we go. The first Nova is going to be oh, but Smile has eyes on it. He does pull back in time, and that is it. We have a second Disruptor on the way, but before that happens, Smile, he's zooming into the main base. The tank is going to be getting in position. We have one more Nova. Oh, he goes for the tank. Oh, but the Disruptor gets focused down, and we do have a pretty good force field. The Zealots are getting on top of this army with the force field. It's working against the Zealots. They're trying to get on top of the tank. The repair is a little bit too good. The tank is finally gonna go down, but at the cost of so many gateway units. The Marines, they push on forward. The boys are here to buffer, to repair, to throw down some bunkers. Can Andre hold though? Can he hold? He's focusing down some of these Marines. He's trading relatively well, I guess. He can afford to lose the natural. That's the thing. We can afford to lose this space. It doesn't matter too much. We have a third Disruptor on the way. We got more tanks coming. That is the problem. We got the Viking landing as well. The Nexus is going to go down. This is 5 gates, not even 4, by the way. Jesus Christ. Ay. We'll see if we can defend. The Observer is covering the entire natural base. He knows what he's up against right now. The tank shelling away at those gateway units. Andre gonna have to rotate around here for that Nova. I do think that it would be wise not to go for the tank, to go for the Marines instead. There we go. Oh my, the splits, Papi. The splits, the spread was too good. The Disruptor almost going down. Andre stuck on one base economy here across the map. More tanks showing up. We have a Liberator on the way. Smile getting a bit supply blocked. Back on his side of the map. Ooh. Good Nova. Good Nova. Taking down 2 SCVs and a bunker as well. You love to see it, but another tank is getting in position and it cannot be denied. Smile slowly encroaching on the bases here of Andre even. And now with this Liberator, there's gonna be almost no way to break this position. We've got 3 tanks, we've got a Liberator, we're soon to have a bunker as well. This one base play from Smile is just a little bit too good. And again, the Disruptors were a big gamble, and the first couple of Novas kind of whiffed. They didn't really do too much at all. Here we go, the slow lots are coming on in. We're getting on top of the tanks. Tanks did on siege. And maybe we can get both tanks, but nothing really shoots up. We have 1 Stalker here and a Sentry. The Liberator is going to go down. The boys are being pulled. Yo, Andre's holding. Damn. I thought the Liberator would focus down the Stalker, but it didn't. It was focusing down some of the Zealots instead. I was very shocked. Andre, his worker count's pretty healthy compared to Smile. We're on even worker counts. Tank count was reset. Liberator as well. I should have had more faith. Oh my god. Can he do it again? It did cost him a lot of Zealots. We've lost 17 Zealots this game, and that is going to hurt him. He had to pull the boys as well, so his economy isn't looking too hot either. Behind this Smile, expanding on a location. But if we can get another warping of Zealots, then maybe we can hold. Oh god, the Nova trying to find an angle. Careful, Disruptor, be careful. And with these 2 Zealots, we gotta go for it. We cannot afford to lose more of this production, more of these gateways. We gotta shade in, Papi. We do have a lot of adepts. Oh, he wants the Stalker. He wants it. But as the game goes on longer, Combat shields is on the way. We're rallying more tanks once again. It took a lot to break the contain, but we barely didn't even break it. Here we go. He's going in again. Shows the Nova. Up, up. Oh, does catch the tail end of those Marines. The boys are being pulled once again, and we're going to be able to shut down the tanks. With the death of those tanks, can we also get these Marines? We do have that stim. We have that Liberator supporting from the skies. Marines are going down. Oh, we barely cleaned it up for a second time. But this time it cost us 7 more probes. And look at the economy. There is no Stalker. This Liberator is going to be able to camp at the mineral line, and nothing can be done about it. Other than tickling it, of course. And hey, you know, the tickle, it can kill. It's deadly. Sentries are going to eventually be able to take this down. Andre going for his own counterattack for the first time, moving out across the map. Going to try and do his best here against Smile. And I got to say, you know, I have to commend Andre here for how he was able to break some of those positions. I didn't really believe, despite the fact that he went for a Disruptor instead of a Colossus. I'm still of the mind that if he went for a Colossus first, he would have had a much easier time. A much easier time. GG gets called, and Smile will take game number 1. Oh. GG. But honestly, not the cleanest game, you know. Andre, he had a couple of moments there, and again, I think rushing into Colossi would have benefited him so much. He would have been able to clean up the Marines, especially because, again, they didn't have combat shields. They didn't have any other defensive upgrades. But, you know, he wanted to be a little bit stylish. He wanted to be fancy. He wanted to come out with those disruptors. And hey, he almost pulled it off. But Smile does take a lead in the series. And now we're going to be getting into game number 2. Game numero dos. And oh boy, we'll see if Andre can bring this back. Where's my DMs? Este Smile. Oh. And yeah, we'll kind of see where this all falls and how this comes together in our next game. I'm curious as to what the vetoes were and what the lobby of choice will be, what the map of choice even. I'm here to bear witness. I'm here to find out. Oh, it is going to be Babylon. Catching up in the chat. Representing Peru, being drunk, yes. Smile did message me at the start of the tournament. He's like, mate, I'm a little bit tipsy. I'm a little bit drunk. I'm a little bit wasted. It escalated. I'm like, mate, stop drinking, papi. Stop drinking. Este Smile. You know, it's the weekend. He's having a good time. He's doing his best Chaos Fate impression, you know, the drunken master himself. He's got to do him proud. Gotta do the Peruvian Terrans proud. Chaos Fate, Smile, Shelby, Tavo, Nier, you know, everyone. They're all kind of funneling their energy through Smile as we speak. Fuego, if you will. And here we go. Now we're getting into game number 2. And I'm curious if our Terran player here is going to be as aggressive as he was last game. Because again, it wasn't the cleanest game. It wasn't the most decisive push, the most decisive build. But here we go, spawning in the top left-hand corner of Babylon. We have the Peruvian Terran player representing himself and all the waifus out there. The cat waifus specifically. It is Smile. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Babylon, we have his opponent. We have the Peruvian Protoss, the teal Protoss, representing himself. It is Andrezinho. Andrezinho. Oh boy, here we go. And the question is, are we going to get a standard opener from either player? That is the question. It looks to be a bit of a Rax Expanse setup here from Smile. I'm curious if he's going to take his second gas momentarily. Andre across the map is going to be going for that Probe Scout is going to be slipping in and figuring out what's going on. And yeah, I love this. Never mind. We're going to be walling off here at the ramp. We're going to be keeping his opponent in the dark. SCV is going to be moving out for a bit of a scout. And Smile, you have my attention. You have my curiosity. Now, I imagine he's just going to be going for a CC on the high ground here, but we're going for a Marine first, not even a Reaper. That SCV is going to be zooming across the map. Is it just for a scout, or are we headed in a different direction? No, there we go. It's slipping into the main. You love to see it. And we should see a CC on the high ground? Question mark? Yeah, there we go. The thing is, look, Smile likes to have fun, and he is a little bit, he's been having some drinks tonight, so I was curious if, like, is he gonna go for a Rax expand, or is he gonna do something crazy? No, it is a Rax expand, only a single gas. Thank God. Something a lot more economic, so I like this. He's gonna be taking his opponents a little bit more seriously, maybe not having as much faith into his one base shenanigans, and gonna be getting into a much more standard opener. Likewise, so is Andre. He's going to be going for his Stargate opener as well. He wasn't able to see too much. He was denied entry into the main base, as we saw earlier. So he's a little bit in the dark. Could be another one base all in for all he knows. And he's gambling a little bit. Typically, Stargate openers aren't ideal just because Phoenixes don't really help too much against these Marine-based pushes. They're great supportive units, don't get me wrong, as long as they have something to support. And, yeah, I feel like our Teal Protoss is going to gamble correctly here. Oh my god. No shot. No way. Smile, he scouts. Smile was patrolling all around the map. I mean, he sees the lack of Nexus, but he saw the tech opening, and he comes across the ninja. And we're going into, oh my god, wait, we're all clowns today. I thought Andre was honorable and monorable. Nah, mate. I mean, in a way, he is very Hon Mono. He's going for one base fleet beacon and a ninja base, but he got scouted by the Marine. Here we go. Okay, Smile. He's gonna be opening up for a 1-1-1 here. This natural base, this ninja base, is gonna be so difficult to hold on to. Are we gonna go one base Tempest? Are we going for Tempest? Oh my god, we are. Mate, it's the beginning of Legacy of the Void. The Hellion reveals that, yeah, the ninja base has been scouted. Andre does go for the cancel. At the same time, this Marine is scouting the bottom left-hand corner of the map as well. He's looking for a second ninja base. Nice cancel from Andre. He's going to be able to preserve his minerals and maybe go for a regular expand. Gonna see hallucinations zooming across the map. I don't think we want to move out with our first Tempest. I think we want to bank them up, right? I mean, the first one's gonna show up and there is no real answer to it, I guess, at least until the Cyclone comes out. This is a risky move, mate. Risky, but there we go. The hallucination is going to be able to confirm the opener. Does spot the CC on the high ground. Does even see the 1-1-1. Does he see the tech lab researching? Oh, he did not. He did not confirm that tech lab. Oh, as we have a Maynard towards the low ground, the Tempest is about to reveal itself. And we'll see what it can focus down. What it can get done. For the time being, shelling away at the add-ons. Ooh. Raven would be a good pick off. Both the Raven and the Cyclone, very high value targets. Smile's going mech. He sees Tempest and he throws down 2 more factories, papi. Ay. We get a lock on as the Tempest does barely break out of it. Oh no! Oh, the Cyclone survives. The first Tempest goes down, and this is what I was concerned about. We want to bank up the Tempest. We don't want to send the first one out, otherwise something like this can happen. Disastrous start here by Andre. Already losing a Tempest, and that is the whole point of this build. Do we want to bank them up? I say that we have a hard switch coming out here. We have 3 more gates on the way, 6 gates in total, and a Twilight Council. We're going to be switching into a more ground gateway-based composition. This Tempest opener has not really done much at all. It's hurt Andre more than helped him, to be honest. That's that day. And look at the units lost tab. We killed the Hellion earlier, and that's it. Oh boy. Now Smile's gonna be moving out. To be fair, I think this move out is a little bit overzealous. We do have a lot that shoots up, sure. Yo, we don't have an overcharge. We don't have a shield battery. Andre could be in a little bit of trouble. We'll see. Here we go. The army's going to be pushing on in. Shield batteries only just now start. We do have a disable available if we want to use it. 2 more Cyclone show up as well. We're baiting the Tempest out. No, don't chase. Don't chase, Papi. Oh, we're going to have some lock-ons. We have a scan. A second Tempest goes down. Andre just lured into a false sense of security. These Tempests, they're vulnerable. They're your babies. You got to take care of them, Papi. I know, and I know all about that, and I know all about neglecting the children, and it's not it's not something that I recommend. You look after your Tempest, and now we started with 3, now we're down to 1. We do have Charge on the way. It looks like Charge Archon is going to be the composition of choice, but off of 2 bases, it's going to be a tough ask here. We don't have the best economy for our Protoss player. We have a 3rd CC on the way. For Smile as well. Ugh. Oh boy. Catching up in the chat. It's a clown world, Pop. It's a clown world. We have mech against Protoss to begin with. You know, it's not even one-sided here. We've got battle mech coming out from Smile, which is something you don't see too often here in this matchup. We've got some weird 2-base charge on Archon from Andre as well. I mean, he's slowly getting there, right? Like, his Zealot army is quite powerful, but he needs a 3rd. He needs a better economy. Being contained to 2 bases in this matchup is a terrifying prospect for the Protoss. Usually the Protoss player is ahead economically. I mean, the Protoss player needs to be ahead economically, needs more bases, needs more workers just to make up for the mules. And yeah, that's just not what we're seeing here. We're just stuck on 2 bases. We're going for a Robo. We're going for a Blink as well. Oh boy. And yeah, we'll see how long Smile takes before he tries to dip up this ramp. To be fair, going up this ramp is best case scenario for Andre. Like, he's got an overcharge. He's got 3 shield batteries. He's got force fields to cut up the army. Smile, he has to wait. He has to wait for his opponent to try to expand. And he's got Marines stationed at every single 3rd base location, even some of the other fringe bases as well. And Andre is the one to move out. He's getting on top of the Cyclones. Decent force fields as well. 3 Cyclones go down in an instant. These Zealots putting in a lot of work. But we're running out of Zealots. We have some disables. The Vikings will land as well. We do have a feedback on the Raven, but not before we had those disables. And now we lift up. We're going for the Tempest. I don't know if we need to do this. The Tempest goes down, but it's about the ground army. And the ground army is falling as well. We just don't have the numbers. We don't have enough Zealots. We don't have enough Archons. Andre will lose everything. And GG gets called. Smile takes the series 2-0. Oh, what a game. I was really caught off guard by the flea beacon and the ninja base, you know? I didn't think that Andre would be that kind of player. But now we know, Bobby. Now we know. He's beautiful. Yeah, he is beautiful. GG, well played. Congratulations to Smile as he does take down his opponent 2-0 and move on to the next round, to the quarterfinals. Meanwhile, we have a couple of other updates coming in as well. May as well have a look at them. Oh, I should update